Okay, all right. So
where there's greater levels of poverty.
I just need to get, sorry, Martin, I'm sorry to interrupt you, but I need to get Alistair Ford in. You wanted this scheme to go much further. Why and how?
Well, this is a real opportunity to transform the way that people travel across the region, and focusing very closely on government mandates is missing the bigger picture. Martin mentioned the climate emergency. We need to get not just NO2 emissions that this particular consultation is about, but CO2 emissions down. And to do that, we need to reduce the number of cars across the region.
You would have charged car owners, which was the original proposal, yeah?
I think it sends the wrong message to charge the sustainable modes of transport like buses and public transport and not charge the private car, which in places right across the city is the predominant cause of this NO2 pollution.
But there were 19,000 people, I think, plus who replied to this consultation. There was a massive amount of opposition to the idea of car drivers. You've got to take people with you, haven't you? You can't just ignore the public.
No, absolutely. I think it's important to look at the numbers, though, and the vast majority of those respondents, 95% of them owned cars, and we know that 4 out of 10 households in the North East, or in Newcastle at least, don't own a car, don't have access to a car.
Well,
so we need to hear the voices.
Supporting it.
Well, I think people who are using public transport and people who are walking and cycling need to be heard too, as well as those who are driving cars. And I think there needs to be a recognition that actually the current transport system doesn't work for the most poor in society, because actually owning a car is a really expensive thing to do. So providing alternatives that are cheaper and healthier is a better way to go about this.
You want to do that, Martin Gannon, but let's deal with the... It's mad, isn't it, not to charge car drivers, to charge £50 for buses,
I mean, that's
which you presumably want to get people out of cars onto buses.
Absolutely, and I have a great deal of sympathy for the position that Alistair is putting, that ultimately what we want to do is to have people not clogging up the roads, causing a public health problem because of the excessive use of private vehicles, and we want to move people to other forms of transport, whether that's cycling, whether that's pedestrian,
but you want to do that more
whether it's by buses. But the fact is, and that came through the public consultation, is that you need to put the alternative modes of transport in first.
Okay.
You know, just charging people £50 to drive a car when they've got no other means and the public transport system isn't adequate.
Okay. Very brief, because I have to move on.
There are ways to do that don't involve charging. And there's a tacit admission in this proposal to take a lane off the Tyne Bridge and give it to other modes of transport is one way of reducing pollution. That could be done right across the region for no cost.
And I think that's absolutely right. You need to...
Okay, sorry. Okay, we'll have to leave it there. Sorry.